Good day, here are the top stories from the Philippine News Agency. The government is stepping up its disaster response efforts to aid Catanduanes and other provinces in the Bicol region following the devastation caused by Super Typhoon Pepito and recent cyclones. More on this from Stephanie Sevillano.
Government disaster response teams are intensifying efforts in Catanduanes to provide critical aid after the province suffered extensive damage from Super Typhoon Pepito over the weekend, further compounded by previous cyclones that recently swept through the country. Office of Civil Defense Bicol Assistant Regional Director Cesar Adornado said various agencies have mobilized personnel to distribute food and non-food items from the Department of Social Welfare and Development and essential medicines from the Department of Health. The Philippine Air Force Tactical Operation Group has placed air assets on standby for relief transport, while the Philippine National Police and the Bureau of Fire Protection have deployed personnel to bolster disaster response operations. DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian assured the people of Catanduanes of the government's unwavering support. He announced the delivery of 45,000 family food packs daily until Saturday and outlined plans to provide financial assistance to help families rebuild their homes. In addition, the Department of Labor and Employment will roll out emergency employment assistance, while the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development will offer housing support to affected communities. The House of Representatives has also stepped in, delivering 24 truckloads of relief goods and 750 million pesos worth of financial aid through its Tabang Bicol Tindog Oragon initiative. The relief efforts, which left the House on Monday, are being sent to communities in Bicol affected by typhoons Christine and Pepito. The relief, which will benefit over 150,000 affected individuals, will be distributed under the DSWD Assistance for Individuals in Crisis Situation program. In addition, over 10,000 beneficiaries are expected to participate in the upcoming Mini Bagong Pilipinas Serbisyo Fair event on November 21. The event will take place in multiple venues including the Jesse Robredo Coliseum in Naga City, Gov't Sports Complex in Pili and BUPC Gymnasium in Pulangi. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said these efforts are in response to President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s directive to unify relief operations and demonstrate resilience in recovering from disasters. The Department of Health Bicol, meanwhile, has provided 1 billion pesos worth of initial logistics aid to Catanduanes. DOH Regional Director Rodolfo Antonio Albornoz said the assistance includes medicines, hygiene kits, breastfeeding kits, body bags, and water tanks, among others. He also said that 2 million pesos has been allocated for the rehabilitation of health facilities damaged by Pepito in the province. For the Pna Headlines, I am Stephanie Sevillano.
Cordillera region and the Cagayan Valley have started recovery efforts in the aftermath of the string of tropical cyclones that hit the country. Several provinces are also tallying the damage they incurred, including Mountain Province, which is the latest to declare a state of calamity. Angela Garcia reports.
The series of typhoons that hit Mountain Province has left great damages, prompting immediate action from local authorities. Mountain Province has been declared a state of calamity following the devastation caused by 6 typhoons since October 24. Its provincial board are now allowed to use Calamity Fund as it approved Resolution 2024-521 based on the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council's endorsement. The PDRRMC disclosed that 209 families or 647 individuals were displaced, with 198 families still in evacuation centers or staying with relatives. Additionally, during typhoons Ophel and Pepito, 51 houses were damaged, 1 totally washed out, and 42 partially destroyed. Local authorities are now prioritizing relief, power restoration, and infrastructure repair. The Mountain Province Electric Cooperative reported that 90% of its franchise remains without power after Super Typhoon Pepito. Typhoons Nika and Pepito have left thousands of families in the Cordillera administrative region dealing with displacement and damage. Over 14,000 families in the Cordillera administrative region have been affected by recent weather disturbances, starting with Typhoon Nika on November 11. According to the Department of Social Welfare and Development, 86 families remain in evacuation centers while 328 are staying with friends or relatives. In Baguio City, Typhoon Pepito displaced 54 families, with 42 taking shelter at the city's DRRM office, 2 at the San Luis Village Hall, and 7 in the homes of relatives or friends. Local governments continue to urge evacuations in high-risk areas to ensure public safety. DSWD CAR Regional Director Maria Aplaten reported that food packs, non-food items, and financial assistance are being distributed to affected households. Psychosocial activities are also being conducted to support evacuees. In Cagayan region, over 4,400 families have evacuated due to the effects of the series of weather disturbances, starting with Typhoon Julian in September. The DSWD said these families, or equivalent to over 14,000 individuals, are now staying in evacuation centers. On the other hand, over 1,400 families are receiving help outside. The numbers are expected to swell after the Cagayan Valley's RDRRMC ordered preemptive and forced evacuations of residents as Gov't Dam releases its water reserves. Gov't Dam opened 6 of its spillway gates at 6 p.m. Monday and discharged 2,356 cubic meters of water. As of Tuesday morning, reservoir water level is at 191.20 meters above sea level, almost near the 193 normal high level. For Pna Headlines, I'm Angela Garcia.
The Department of the Interior and Local Government has commended local government units for their swift and effective preemptive evacuation measures during the onslaught of Super Typhoon Pepito, resulting in only 2 confirmed casualties as of latest report. Typhoon Pepito downgraded to a severe tropical storm before noon yesterday and has exited the Philippine area of responsibility by 5 p.m. according to PAGASA. DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla noted the significantly lower casualties from the recent series of 5 consecutive tropical cyclones, Leon, Marce, Nika, Ophel, and Pepito, compared to Typhoon Christine. Remulla credited LGUs for their proactive measures, emphasizing their vital role in disaster preparedness and response. He said the LGUs were the first responders leading the evacuation efforts and ensuring relief sites were operational. The DILG chief also lauded the Philippine National Police and the Bureau of Fire Protection, which deployed over 20,000 personnel to assist in evacuations despite dangerous conditions. Remulla urged LGUs to strictly implement mandatory evacuations and reminded the public to heed local authorities' warnings to ensure safety. 2 fatalities were reported in Nueva Ecija after a resident near a river refused to evacuate, opting to stay behind to secure their homes. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has called on government officials and employees to keep their Christmas celebrations simple this year as a gesture of solidarity with thousands of Filipinos still recovering from the devastation caused by recent typhoons. The president emphasized that the holiday season is an opportunity to bring hope and assistance to affected families, reflecting the bayanihan spirit that unites Filipinos during challenging times. He also assured the public that efforts are already underway to rebuild calamity-hit communities, while relief operations continue to provide much-needed support. In a statement, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin echoed the President's call, saying there is no need for an official directive, as he trusts in the kindness of government workers to voluntarily adopt simpler celebrations. Bersamin encouraged government agencies to redirect savings from modest holiday events to assist typhoon victims, stressing that the true essence of Christmas lies in compassion, generosity, and extending a helping hand to those in need. The government also reaffirmed its commitment to supporting communities affected by typhoons Christine, Leon, Marce, Nika, Ophel, and Pepito, ensuring that rehabilitation and relief efforts remain a top priority this holiday season. Filipinos can take a break from stormy weather for the rest of November. As PAGASA says, no tropical cyclone is expected to enter the country until next week. PAGASA's Weather Division Chief Juanito Galang said the recent series of tropical cyclones already happened 4 years ago, which could be linked to the La Niña phenomenon. On the other hand, a tropical cyclone-like vortex may emerge between November 25 and December 1, with a low chance of developing into a full tropical cyclone. The vortex is also seen to enter the Philippine area of responsibility. Meanwhile, the country can still expect rains due to the effects of 3 weather systems. PAGASA said the northeasterly surface wind flow will bring rains across Batanes, while the shear line will cause scattered rains and thunderstorms over Babuyan Islands. The easterlies will bring scattered rains and thunderstorms to Caraga and northern Mindanao, while Bicol region, eastern Visayas, and Davao region will experience isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will have isolated rain showers caused by localized thunderstorms. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. It's 36 days before Christmas. I am Marita Muahe. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.